No disk drive, no vertical stand, $700. No matter how you slice it, it's clear as day that Sony doesn't play around with their paper.
Bitch, give me my money. Why you pull up to the scene, think you're looking so clean, better give me my money. If you ain't funding by the G's, quit fucking with me, bitch, give me my money. God damn it, I'm sick and fucking tired of this shit, better give me my money.
The incentive to procure a PS5 Pro seems to dip lower and lower as more details are revealed about this system. From a company we used to love, as they always used to put the player first, they more so seem to be emulating a very fruity tech company. Now, I live in South Africa, and if you think $700 is bad, the problem is greatly exacerbated once you go international. The original PlayStation 5 console was released at $500 and then $399 for the digital edition. If you convert that into South African rands, that's about 8,500 rand at the time. Quite expensive still, but if you're a serious gamer, that's a price you're willing to fork out. But that price right there is not considering the tax, man. The retail price in South Africa was $12,500, and at the time, which was closer to $650. With inflation in this absolutely terrible economy, I don't see anyone internationally picking this up with similar exuberant import tariffs. In my countries, and I'm sure in many others, this is just way too much for a console missing already so many key features. I'll be absolutely honest with you, bro. If you're not somebody who's wealthy or balling in some regard, I don't see the incentive for you to actually go ahead and pick up the PlayStation 5 Pro. Not because I dislike PlayStation, this incentive just seemed to be way too low. And if you are actually going to be forking out these really exuberant funds, you might as well just get a gaming PC, as I have similarly that I got this year with the 7900 GRE and the 14th Gen 700KF Intel chip. And with so many exclusives going to PC already, rather invest those funds into a PC that'll last you longer, more games as you have complete access to Xbox's complete catalog, and the plenty PSN exclusives that eventually come over to PC. You'll no longer at all have to worry about paying for PSN or Xbox Live, and you'll finally be able to truly have control of the settings you want in your gaming presentation. Getting back to the showcase, for a technical display, we received absolutely no information on the computational power of the PlayStation 5 Pro. The only hardware spec that was specific is that we're now going to be getting a larger GPU and machine learning AI integration, similar probably to the new NVIDIA RTX cards. But throughout the entire presentation, we didn't get any statistics on the computational improvements in terms of the PlayStation 5 to the PlayStation 5 Pro. The only stat we really got is that players tend to enjoy playing on 60 FPS with a smoother frame rate, but we didn't get an understanding of the technical improvements from this console to this new one, which is quite odd for a technical showcase. We were simply told that games that previously needed a good and solid performance and fidelity mode can now all run at a better 60 FPS with better visuals. Not once were we told the targeted resolution, not once were we told if a dynamic resolution scaler was used to target those frame rates, not once were we also told if the upscaling technology was used in these showcases. For example, we showed The Last of Us. We don't know, maybe the render resolution was actually 720p and it was upscaled using AI to give us a 1080p image. All of these details weren't covered in the entire presentation. And guys, understand this. If you're a watcher of the channel, you understand that I'm not a guy who particularly focuses on the hardware, but for a technical presentation, getting absolutely no stats makes no sense to me. What is the closest CPU and GPU pairing so we can kind of get a grasp, an idea of how powerful the actual PlayStation 5 is? So personally, like the rest of the gaming community, I'm not happy at all. And especially as someone who's been a PlayStation fan for many years, I've personally had a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. This is something truly disappointing to see, that they don't really care too much about the community anymore. There isn't a better time to go to PC. Man, oh man, dude, these guys just need to get it together. Like, it honestly just doesn't make sense anymore. Like, dude, like, if you aren't getting a PC, like, what are you doing, man? Like, it's... Nah. PS5 is just not doing it.